These are 303,000. The only thing he gets is garbage pickup, and they forget him half the time.
All right, it is 4 o'clock, and I will call the Planning Commission to order. I'll call the roll. Mayor Sorensen's present. Alderperson Mitchell.
Here.
Ryan Sazma.
Here.
Jerry Jones is excused. Marilyn Montemayor.
Here.
Dave Hoffman.
Here.
John Matiska.
Here.
All right, for everyone present, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Approval of the minutes from our first meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from our June 23rd meeting?
Motion approved. Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. The minutes are approved. All right. 3.1, application for conditional use with exceptions by Priority Inc. to install new signage at Stefano's Slow Food Market located at 731 Pennsylvania Avenue. Steve.
All right, thanks, Mayor. What we're taking a look, we have a couple of representatives from Slow Foods Market here today, Priority Sign and Slow Foods. This is the new grocery store that Stefano is opening up at 731 Penn Avenue. We've seen a lot of the architectural improvements. There's a lot of work that's being done on the interior for the grocery. Probably about maybe 3-4 months ago, we approved a cooler. So we've approved the store, the cooler, and now they're looking at the actual signage. And what we're taking a look at is seeking approval of a projecting sign, 5 small non-illuminated secondary copy wall signs, and a decorative snail element on the north elevation of the building. And these signs would be in addition to the current proposed wall sign on the east elevation, which is a wall sign that would be above their entrance on the east side of the building. The intent of this sign package is to help drive awareness of the location and its offerings to visitors to downtown Sheboygan. Stefano and Priority have a long history with Sheboygan and understand the importance of ensuing a display of impactful, tasteful, and long-lasting signage. The proposed illuminated projecting sign would provide clear visibility to the main store entrance as you come in from the east or west. The push-through copy of the local market closely resembles the individual letters that are preferred in the downtown area. And the construction also matches the wall sign on the east side of the building for consistency and uniformity. The proposed secondary wall signs are descriptors used to provide clarity to pedestrians of the offerings provided by Slow Food Market. They're smaller in size and tastefully done, and in conjunction with the snail wall graphic, provide a decorative element to the long blank fascia along Pennsylvania Avenue. The letters are non-illuminated and made of aluminum. They're approximately 10 feet in height, and the square footage varies from about 2 square feet to 5 square feet. There's a total of 5 signs that make up approximately about 17.8 square feet of actual signage. The snail element is a contemporary but yet traditional interpretation of the origin of Stefano's inspiration for the Slow Food Market. The snail adds interest and contrast to the building and complements the secondary copy. The snail is reflected in the main identification signage and will be thoroughly used in the business and marketing efforts. The snail logo is a digitally printed wall graphic applied to the siding. The graphic used for this is a type of application are 3M heated applied graphics with expected performance of 8 to 10 years. Stefano and Whitney Viglietti have established a remarkable reputation within the culinary community over the past 25 years. The reputation for quality, responsible business practices and stewardship have established them as a leader in Sheboygan community. And Slow Foods Market mission is to deliver healthy food choices through a community-centric downtown market that supports sustainable, high-quality, local, organic, and globally local foods. So a couple things just again, they're looking at 5 small copy signs, and those obviously advertise produce, meats, deli, bakery, and coffee to let everyone know what is being offered at the market. The snail wall graphic is a digitally printed wall graphic applied to the siding. And the actual graphic calculation itself is about 24 square feet, but the dimensions are approximately 274 square feet. The projecting sign is approximately 15 square feet, and it's an interior lit advertising sign advertising Stefano's Slow Food Local Market. The circular cabinet will have flat faces with digitally printed graphics, and the bottom cabinet is aluminum faces with push-through copy. Plan Commission, we want to ask the applicant a couple of things, just time frame as far as signage to be installed and when the market, what the status is there and when it might open. The metal siding has some ribbed surfaces, so maybe we just can ask the installer a little bit about the digital graphic. They mentioned something about 8 to 10 years, and is there any sort of time frame or idea as to what would happen after that time frame? And then let's see here. Oh, there are a couple of variances. One is being requested to have 7 wall signs, requesting to install the 270 square foot snail graphic, requesting to install a 15 square foot projecting sign, and then requesting to install an interior lit projecting sign. And staff was recommending approval of the conditions or of the proposal and the variances, and there's several conditions of approval. I can answer any questions, and the applicants are here as well.
Would you like to introduce yourself and
Yes.
add any other commentary?
Perfect. I am Tasha. I'm with Priority, and we did the sign drawings, and I've been working with Slow Food and Denise here and everyone in order to get this approved. Few comments in regards to the snail graphic, and it will be a vinyl, and it does have the ribs. So we can go inside the ribs. It's a little challenging to get it all in there, but it's not impossible. And the lifespan basically would start to fade after, that 8 to 10 years. And there's a chance it could start peeling up. And at that point, it would need to be replaced. And that's, just an estimate, as the sun doesn't beat on it too much. We don't get a lot of great sun, so it might not be too bad.
Sounds good.
And I am Denise Quashis. I am the store manager for Slow Foods Market. So we are super excited about it. The drywall's going up and it looks more like a store now. So we are just thrilled to be, I think, opening in the next 2 months. Definitely before Ryder Cup. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So this is just going to be another great downtown destination for the people that live in the local community and for the visitors that are coming into the area. So just very happy to be here and excited to answer any questions you might have.
Awesome. Any questions from commissioners at all?
No questions, but just a comment. Thanks for bringing back a little remembrance of the June sign.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
That's awesome.
All right. Are there any motions?
I make a motion to approve, subject to staff recommendations.
Second.
Motion by Marilyn, second by Trey. Further comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next is 3.2, application for conditional use with exceptions by Ranieri's LLC to operate Sheboygan Pasty Company from the detached garage located at 1811 Indiana Avenue. Steve?
All right, thanks, Mayor. John Ranieri is here from Ranieri LLC. They presently operate Four of a Kind Tavern in conjunction with the Sheboygan Pasty Company. So they're currently operating Four of a Kind, the Sheboygan Pasty Company, and there's a restaurant, tavern, rental apartment, and a rental house and storage garage. And so the proposed use of the site consists of converting the detached garage along the alley into a production facility to make pasties for wholesale to grocery stores and the Sheboygan Pasty Company. No retail sales will be done at the facility, only production for retail purposes. Square footage of the garage is about 1,100 square feet, and the production facility is about 720 square feet, and the proposed storage and refrigeration area of that is 432 square feet. Production consists of making and rolling dough, filling the pasties with desired filling, pre-baking them, and refrigerating and freezing them. Equipment used, convection ovens, burners to boil water, 4-compartment sink. They would have some hoods and a hood system. Dumpsters, they said, would be interior to the garage facility. They are looking at removing the garage door on the west side of the building, and they would be infilling that with siding, a door, and a window. So they're just gonna match up the materials of the existing garage. The current site was selected due to the adjacency they own the property, they have this facility, so they wanted to have the opportunity, and there's commercial buildings, all up and down A Street in this area. Hours of operation probably Monday through Friday, 7 to 5 p.m. Currently have 3 employees and could anticipate that they may have up to 5 to 6 employees. There are a couple of just temporary banners located on the building. We'll eventually have to deal with getting permanent signage compared to the banners. It's staff's understanding that they're placing the garbage in the garage, so if there was ever any dumpster to be outside, it would just need to be screened and enclosed. And then Plan Commission may want to have the applicant just address the kind of the improvements to the building that we had talked about. And other than that, staff was recommending approval of the proposal subject to the conditions you have before you. I can answer any questions, and John's here as well.
John, want to add anything else? Oh, you just turned it off. You were on.
Sorry about that. Well, we're looking to expand that. We're going into Miesfeld's Meat Market when they're done with their remodel. And actually potentially getting into Stefano's when they open up theirs. And we're currently operating out of the back kitchen at 4 of a Kind, and there's just not enough space to do that. But it's a weird niche market that is bringing in a lot of tourism into Sheboygan. I have people driving 100 miles or more to come and get pasties because they don't have to drive another 100 miles north to get them. I actually met with the Chamber of Commerce earlier today to get a bunch of brochures to hand out because people are coming in and spending the afternoon or the weekend in Sheboygan just to get pasties.
Nice.
But we're looking at expanding and get into markets around the state, and this would really help get it that way. We're not changing the exterior of the building other than to make it look better, and we won't be using up any extra parking. We're going to be bringing jobs to the community also.
Cool. Any questions for John? I see Dave, you got your...
I assume you're gonna have to do quite a bit of insulation in the building?
It actually, the old owner used to work on antique cars in there.
Oh.
It's actually insulated. There's electricity run. I have to upgrade the electricity and put in an HVAC system and
Okay.
plumbing. But it's already insulated. So,
Fantastic. Well, the
Yeah.
pasties are great. Keep it up.
awesome.
Marilyn, do you have something?
Oh, yes, thank you. A new taste treat coming to Sheboygan, pasties, Welsh-style pasties, I imagine, that's what they are, Welsh.
Yep, they're, Cornish, Welsh.
Right.
Upper Peninsula of Michigan, northern Minnesota.
And have you talked to the health department already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was checking on, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Any other discussion or motions?
Move to approve, subject to staff recommendations.
A second. Motion by Marilyn, second by Ryan. Final comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. Thanks, John.
All right, thank you.
All right, 3.3, resolution number 272122 by Alderpersons Mitchell pursuant to the extraterritorial plat approval jurisdiction of the city of Sheboygan, approving the final plat of Lincoln Estates subdivision in the town of Sheboygan. Steve, you want this one?
Sure. So, thanks, Mayor. A couple of things for the new people, new members on the board is the city does have what's referred to as extraterritorial platting. And what that means is any areas within 3 miles of the city limits, those areas in the towns have to also receive approval from the city. And that being, the reason for that is oftentimes the states and the statutes and things like that, our cities can annex properties from the towns. And so the idea is if there was something that the city had planned, whether it was a street right away or something else in those areas, that there would at least be this opportunity to review. Say, for example, we had some main street that was supposed to go through the center of there, then we could take the opportunity to say, hey, we're not working with you or what have, or to work with the applicant to address those types of issues. So that's one of the things that we have. So it's kind of one of the tools we have for annexation and future growth. So in this particular case, this is over by Walmart on the north side. There's none of those things that are occurring. It's the subdivision kind of on the map. You can kind of see where that is. And this is a subdivision plat in the town. And so they have to come in, receive approval from us. And so staff is going to recommend approval of this particular subdivision.
Awesome. Questions from anyone? Motions from anyone?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Dave, second by Trey. Any final discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye, that's approved. Next meeting, July 27th.
Hey, Mayor, would I be able to interject something real quick?
Yeah.
As many of you know, Don Svitan had passed away. And he had served on the Plan Commission for several years and was, and the Board of Appeals. And, you know, did like Lakeshore for the Kids, and D&M Plumbing was around for many years. So just wanted to acknowledge the civil service that he had provided to the city of Sheboygan, and sorry for his loss to his family.
Thank you, Steve. Chad?
So one final comment as we transition out of COVID for the Planning Commission members, all of the meetings now will be in person. There will not be any more go-to meeting unless we get a request from committee members 3 days in advance for a remote meeting and 24 hours in advance from the public. So going forward, we hope that you can join us in person and we can get back to some normalcy with the meetings, but the council approved a revised policy, so going forward, we will not be having televised meetings and or go-to meetings unless requested.
One more, Steve.
Sorry about that. And I forgot to include former Mayor Ryan as well. Acknowledged his passing and our condolences to his family, so.
Thanks for that. All right.
That's it.
I know,
Got me.
I'm waiting for a
Got me.
motion. There's been a motion to adjourn by Trey.
Second.
Second by Ryan. All those in favor of adjourning, please state aye. Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. We're adjourned at 4:17. Thanks, everyone.